Hi there, folks. Oh boy, you're in for a treat here. If you've not seen this, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Peter Kyle, the Shadow Northern Ireland Secretary, was speaking in Parliament prior to the vote on the Stormont break, and he was interrupted by the Right Honourable Member for Wokingham, a certain Mr. John Redwood. Yes, him. And Peter Kyle came prepared for this intervention, almost as if he knew it was coming. Just firstly note the petulance all over John Redwood's face as he asks his silly question, and how he throws himself back into his seat. And then look at his face after he's been humiliated. This is the first time I've ever seen a baby in the body of a pensioner. But anyway, enjoy this, because I enjoyed it a great deal. Peter Kyle came prepared.
I give way to the Honourable Gentleman for vote.
So what is the point of rushing through a vote on this protocol when it is the protocol and the agreement behind it that prevents Stormont meeting, which means the protocol would never be used?
Well, he makes the argument for why you should have voted against the protocol in the first place. Yeah. We on this side did oppose the protocol when it was imposed. He voted for it. Now, there are lots of people on that side, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that I listen to with great interest because they often contribute a lot of thoughtful insight into the way we debate. But let's just reflect on what the Right Honourable Member for Wokingham said in the run-up to the Brexit referendum. The promises that he made to this country. This all came from his website because I read it with great interest. 1, there will be more growth in the economy. 2, it'll rebuild our fisheries. 3, food will be cheaper. 4, our power will be cheaper. We will have fewer unhelpful regulations. Well, if that's the case, we wouldn't be here debating this today, would we? 6, we will get a US trade deal. And 7, our balance of payments will improve. There are many people who should be contributing to this debate in a thoughtful way. He, I'm afraid, is not one of them.
And there we have it. Oh, I mean, I don't think John Redwood has contributed anything of any worth to any of our lives in this country. He's another one who's stealing a living. And Brexit, just hasn't gone the way his pea-brain envisaged. So he's just throwing his toys out of the pram at every opportunity. And he was overdue this slapping down. Just so happened it was Peter Kyle. It could have been anyone, but Peter Kyle, like I say, did his homework, brought in his John Redwood information pack, because he knew he'd intervene and whine and bitch and moan. That's all he does. He never contributes anything of any worth to any debate. So good on Peter Kyle. You know what else I find remarkable about what he said there? Why are we rushing through a vote? I'm sorry, my friend, rushing through. Rushing through. Right. When we voted to leave the European Union, I was in my 20s. I was a young man. I didn't have a single grey hair. Now you should see the state of me. We ain't rushing anything. There's nothing rushed here. There's been nothing rushed about any of this. It's been slow. It's been agonising. And you want to make it even slower and even more agonising. Because you're a baby. You're a child. Ugh. I despair. So we've got the economy, fisheries, cheaper food, cheaper power, fewer regulations, US trade deal, and balance of payments. So, yeah, I'll tell you what's really, really impressive there. To have 7 Brexit benefits listed and to go 0 from 7. I mean, that is... that's some going. Fewer regulations. I mean... that's the one we don't want, really, isn't it? Should we give him fewer regulations? I've noticed a few corners have been cut in my workplace. That's anecdotal though, isn't it? It's not across the board. Yeah, fuck it. John, you're 0 from 7, mate. Oh, boy. Bad luck, mate.